One of the things I'd love to do is to go back and type people that we had typed years ago. So Isabel, many, many years ago, very early on, before we had all the coins, Shani and I thought this lady might be an INFP. And then we since discovered more coins and the socials and everything else. So I'm going to go back through and see if this lady is an INFP, because I kind of think she's not. Right? So we all have this Myers-Briggs or even ops. We think the coins mean this or that. And these biases and these definitions and this fake shit is stuck in our heads. And we're not dealing with how do I unlearn all the garbage in my mind and update constantly on these coins. So if a person isn't playing that game, 90% looking at, okay, what have I downloaded that's wrong? And therefore, how can I now take in the new stuff? So, and I'm seeing a lot of people getting this, which is why I'm talking to a lot of people and not so much others. But the thing that I've noticed for myself, this is a update 2024, 2025, is I have been able to get a lot of the Myers-Briggs biases finally broken free in my mind to some degree, and that is by breaking up the functions. I don't believe the functions are real. Don't take that literally. Obviously they are. But kind of genetically, I don't think they are. And when it comes to typing, I'm trying to hit the bottom. Let me say it that way. I'm going the opposite way that I used to go, that I see most people still doing largely. And people will go at the top. They'll say, I have thoughts in my head, therefore I'm TI. I have personal feelings, therefore I'm FI. This person does lots of things, therefore they're TE. This person is empathetic, they must have FE. Now please, take some damn time and think about the 50 things in your head that is going along that kind of logic. I know maybe you're not saying those exact words, but notice that's that same kind of category. It's I do this or don't do this, therefore this function or this type. That kind of stuff, right? And the problem is, if you think that through, how would that work at scale? If everyone else in the world is asking the same dumb questions as you, then how would we ever sort this out? Because then another person come in and be like, oh, well, I stubbed my toe, therefore that means this, and therefore that means that, and anybody can just say whatever bullshit, and how do we sort this out, right? So not spending a lot of time on people that are stuck on the basics, the 8 ounces of water of like, everybody has feelings, everybody does, right? Going the other way and going like, what can this person not do? So when it comes to functions, like the lady we got coming up typing into class, right? As I'd like to look for, is this person DI or DE? I'm not asking, are they FI or FE or TI or TE? Let's just say talking about the deciders. I'm not looking for that. Like, I don't know what the hell TI is. I'd have to get to know the person. You can see areas where a person, their TI, like, okay, what are they thinking on? What are they building? Like think about somebody who's NI, right? If somebody did a buzz bomb and they didn't know, say they met me down the street or whatever, and say they're able to figure out that I'm not savior sensory. And they're like, I don't know, the guy must be intuitive. Maybe he's NI. They'd have no idea what my NI is, goddammit. They have no idea it's RC airplanes and fitness and ops and personality code and AI and the stock market and whatever else I'm like constantly observing in my NI. They have no idea, right? Because I didn't share it with them. And so when I'm typing people on videos or the client videos, I'm like, I don't fucking know what your damn TI is or your NI or your SI or any of your introverted functions. All I know is this person is not DI. The DI versus DE, I'll go after the DI. Because you know what I'm saying? They're not equal. Like one is overextending and one is underextending. So I like to go after the one that is extroverted, and therefore I go after the one that is not extroverted. All right, so hold on. This is getting way too NI already. So what I look for is the DEs can DI, but the DIs cannot DE. And so I look for that little break in the code. So the DEs are all day long going to be talking about what they want and their feelings and their thoughts. And the DEs are going to talk about me, and themselves. So when I see a DE person talking about themselves, I'm not shocked. I don't have to sit there and process and update all the Myers-Briggs shit I've been gobbling down is all fucking false. And that's where I see most people getting stuck. They're like, but how could a DE person have a thought? Like, hey, remember everybody's everything? Especially everybody's the introverted functions. So stop being surprised that everybody's the same. Now what you look, so then where are people different? How the hell would you even be able to, if everybody's the same, everybody does everything, then how the hell do you track anything to say that people is this type, not that type? There's like only one little tiny crosshair choke point can you actually prove any of these damn coins. And so what I know is myself as a DI, oh, notice that, talk about myself already. I cannot tell you a lot of detail about the people in my life. And if I do, it starts to fall apart. Compared to two cross checks. Compared to a baseline of when I'm talking about myself, DI, the energy is going up and the hours are going up, the time is going up, the pattern of behavior is happening more and more if I get to talk about myself. And then compared to, let's say 20 hours of DI, now what kind of hours do I have on DE? Oh, well, I've only been able to say DE for 3 hours. and it's falling apart and it's shitty and it's splotchy and I can't tell you much about people, right? I'm like, right even now, I'm not even talking about anybody in my life. Like, what do you want to know? I don't know, right? So I'm looking for that. And the more this idiot talks, the more you can see that pattern over time. And then the second thing is I'm now comparing that person to my database of hundreds of people that I've seen before. This person talks about people way less than Oprah, so he's probably not way on the 90 percentile of an EJ. And then I'll start working his way down. Then like, okay, but not as bad as Mark Zuckerberg. Okay, so not super extroverted EJ and not super introverted IP. Dave is probably somewhere in the middle. And then I start working it down from that, right? This is getting pretty specific, pretty advanced level. There's cheats in the code here, so you don't have to try and, do they like parties? This kind of bullshit. You can get way deeper if you know how to play with the logic structure of these coins. And then the second one I look for, this is a great little kill point, is the person a demon feeler or not? Are they a demon feeler or not? So the feelers, me, they're going to be doing their thinking all the time. Everybody loves to share their thinking. Oh, thoughts? Penny for your thoughts? Nobody gives a shit about sharing thoughts. You can have tea at the bottom. Nobody cares. Everybody will share their thoughts. Everybody can drive a car. Everybody can think through stuff. Everybody can fucking pass school. Everybody is a goddamn thinker. Get over it. It's not a big deal. Now what's the difference? What can one do that the other cannot do? The thinkers cannot process negative emotions in real time without getting weird. That's what you look for. And again, you have a cross-check. You have a cross-check of like, okay, how often is this person processing negative emotions or using negative emotions or having negative emotions in the moment? And if they're just rolling right through it, or they're even using it as a weapon or using it for communication, there might be a feeler. That's what I'm doing. I'm trolling people. I'm making fun of them. I'm embarrassing you. I'm saying fuck you. And did I give you negative emotions? I don't care, because I'm a feeler and I'm going to punch with my feelings. And they're masculine and they're a saver. And so, I'm kind of on the spectrum of a pretty big feeler if you know what to look for. Yeah, but Dave, you're so smart. You must be a thinker. I know. I fool everybody. See? I'm using emotions to make a damn... See, are you seeing this? It's everywhere. My tone of voice, all that, right? Same with the DI and DEs. You're going to get some people that are technically actually DE, but they're going to be the most, they're play last or whatever, right? So you know the game, but you're looking for these kind of cross-checks. And however subtle it might be, you might have somebody right in the middle of the bell curve there, or they're a glass lizard or whatever. Still, if you keep looking for it, you will start to see at least a 60-40 divide, right? Some people are like way obvious. If you get somebody who's like masculine FE at the top, double activated, whatever, it's like, okay, that's like 90-10, right? You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are a lot easier to see. So, as close as it can possibly be is still 60-40. Like there is no 50-50, you know what I mean? Nobody is 50-50 on any of these coins. Some people are 90-10 on some of these coins, right? Or all of us probably have a coin that we're like OI and OE, I'm 90 and 10. I'm like not a little balanced. I'm way out of balance almost as much as you possibly can. I guess if my NI was masculine, it'd be cranked all the way up as an imbalance, right? My T and F in the middle are pretty balanced. But the most balanced any of these damn coins are going to be 60-40. I was typing a girl last night, and I think she was an ESFP Consume Sleep Blast. Play last, therefore double activated masculine NI at the bottom, plus a lot of control because she's got Saver Sleep double activated and Blast activated. So it's going to be one of the most controlling EPs there possibly is. But still, you watch her whole damn video and the 60% is, there's a lot of new here. There's a lot of consume. I see organize, I see blast, but I still am seeing quite a bit more consume that's happening first in a saver state. It's a little harder to type some of these, as you know. So anyways, for the lady that we got coming up next in the class here, Isabel Rossellini, you should notice that, here's our checklist, that she has thoughts, and she has personal feelings, and she has feelings for other people, and she can do things. So you're going to see that she does all of those kind of things. So look for, is she DI or DE? So freshen up on your descriptions of those two. And then look for, is she a demon feeler or not? And then whatever function that ends up being, fucking deal with it.